Victor Wembanyama has been upgraded to questionable for Friday night's game against Dallas Mavericks after he missed Wednesday's game. The Spurs are monitoring Wemby closely. He aims to play one more game of 20 minutes or more to meet the 65-game threshold for league awards. The third-year superstar has been having a career year until this point, averaging career highs in points, rebounds per game, and field goal percentage. We know how much that those awards obviously mean to him. He's talked about it and the significance of that. He wants to be legendary, et cetera, et cetera. I think he also wants to be considered somebody that you just don't mess with on the court. So Perk, I want to go to you on this. Is Victor Wembanyama on offense unguardable?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a game plan out there that coaches can design or go over and shoot around or in film to stop Wemby offensively. Seriously. It's nothing that this man can't do. And the thing that I love about Wemby is that he has finally found that balance and accepted in the acceptance of being a big man first that has guard skills. I love the new Wemby. The new Wemby is being more involved in pick and rolls, rolling to the basket, getting touches at the nail. You can run pin downs for him. And push come to shove, if he want to push it in transition, he could get into his Jamal Crawford bag. It's not a game plan that you could put to stop this man. He's giving me Jokic-type vibes. And when I say that, it's because now he's starting to get it, and now he's starting to make guys around him better. So now he's seeing the floor. He's seeing guys cutting when people are sending triple teams at him. And so when you look at him going into the postseason, one of the main reasons I have the Spurs winning it all is because of this generational talent that we're seeing right now in Victor Wembanyama.
I'm laughing at myself as I teed up Perk saying that, is he unguardable on offense? I mean, the guy's 7'4". Kind of hard to stop that, Vinny, but is there any sort of blueprint to do that?
I don't know if there is. I mean, I'm amazed that Perk saying extolling the virtues of Oklahoma City 5 minutes ago and then saying San Antonio was going to win it all. We can talk about that later. But I wonder about the physicality aspect of it. I do wonder how he's going to be officiated in the postseason. He's not a foul merchant by any means, but per 36 minutes, he goes to the line 9 times a game. He only plays 29 minutes. You're going to up that. And I wonder if you're going to send someone to just face guard him. And because he has this rib injury, not saying anybody's going to go and attack him like it's a boxing match, but if you know something's a little tender, you may put an elbow there. You may put a forearm there. You may do something to make that vulnerable area a little more.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are talking about Victor Wembanyama, and Kendrick Perkins is making a massive statement. He says Wemby is unstoppable on offense. There is no game plan that coaches can design to stop him. And here is the kicker. Perkins says one of the main reasons he has the Spurs winning it all is because of this generational talent. The Spurs can beat anyone to reach the NBA Finals. Let me break down why Perk is so high on Wemby and why the rest of the league should be terrified. First, let me give you the context. Wembanyama has been having a career year. Career highs in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage. He missed Wednesday's game, but he has been upgraded to questionable for Friday night. He needs to play one more game of 20 minutes or more to meet the 65-game threshold for league awards. But forget the awards. Perk is focused on the playoffs. Perk says, it is not a game plan out there that coaches could design to stop Wemby offensively. Seriously, there is nothing that this man cannot do. He loves that Wembanyama has finally found that balance and accepted being a big man first that has guard skills. The new Wemby is being more involved in pick and rolls, rolling to the basket, getting touches at the nail. You can run pin downs for him. If he wants to push it in transition, he can get into his Jamal Crawford bag. Perk says Wemby is giving him Jokic-type vibes. He is starting to get it. He is starting to make the guys arrow. Und him better. He is seeing the floor. He is seeing guys cutting when teams send triple teams at him. David, another analyst, agrees. He says Wembanyama is a cheat code. He goes through some of the worst games Wemby has had this season. He played a bad game against the Rockets early in the season. 0 for 7 from 3. What did he do the next time? He got to the free throw line 15 times. Phoenix put small guys on him and everybody said, "Oh, We got Victor Wembanyama figured out. The last time he played Phoenix, he had 34 points and a game winner. The Pistons beat him up. What did he do the next time? Jalen Duren got 4 fouls and had to get out of the game. The Hornets gave him a tough time. He came back and blew them out. David says, Victor Wembanyama is a cheat code because no matter how physical, what scheme you have, you may get him game 1, game 2. He is coming back and he has this thing worked out. Unstoppable does not even begin to describe what we are dealing with. And ain't nobody stopping him come playoff time. If the Spurs lose, it is because the guys around him fall short. Victor Wembanyama is going to do him. Vinny raises a concern about physicality. He wonders how Wemby is going to be officiated in the postseason. He goes to the line 9 times per 36 minutes. In the playoffs, his minutes will go up. Vinny wonders if teams are going to send someone to face guard him. And because he has this rib injury, if you know something is a little tender, you may put an elbow there, you may put a forearm there, you may do something to make that vulnerable area more vulnerable. He also points out that the NBA has allowed more physical play in the last 3 or 4 years. They have swallowed their whistles, especially on marginal contact. But David pushes back hard. He says, I do not care how physical it is. Wembanyama is unstoppable no matter what you do. That dude, I know he looks skinny, but he is an imposing physical figure. Perk adds that we are not in the early 2000s or the 90s anymore. Guys do not mix it up like that anymore. Cheap shots are not as common. And the thing that makes Wemby so special is his ability to adjust. At the beginning of the season, he was hanging out on the perimeter. Teams were putting smaller guards on him. Now, what is he doing? He is rolling right around them to the basket. The guards just throw it up, and he is finishing. There is nothing you can do about it. Perk says, not only is he the most unstoppable, but with Giannis being out and having his up and down season dealing with injuries and all the nonsense with the Bucks, Wemby has been the most dominant player this year in the NBA. Now, the big question. Can the Spurs actually win it all? Perk says he has the Spurs winning it all because of Wemby. But when asked directly if he is picking the Spurs to beat the Thunder, Perk says no. He is picking the Thunder to beat the Spurs in 7 games because of the guys around Victor Wembanyama. Victor will get his numbers. The question is whether the supporting cast can hold up. De'Aaron Fox is a great point guard, but he has never been to the second round. The other guys are young. They have talent, but they lack experience. The Thunder have SGA. They have Chet Holmgren. They have depth. They have been there before. So Perk is saying Wemby can beat anyone, but he is not sure the rest of the Spurs can beat the Thunder. That is a fair take. Wembanyama is a cheat code. He is unstoppable. He is the most dominant player in the NBA right now. But basketball is a team sport. One player, no matter how great, cannot win a championship by himself. The Spurs need De'Aaron Fox to play like an all-star. They need the role players to hit shots. They need the defense to hold up. And they need Wemby to stay healthy. That is a lot of IFS. But here is the thing. Wemby is only in his 3rd year. He is already this good. He is already being compared to Jokic in terms of his ability to make everyone around him better. He is already being called a cheat code. And he is only going to get better. The Spurs are not winning the championship this year. But they are getting closer. And if Perk is right, they can beat anyone on any given night because of Wemby. That is the power of a generational superstar. So here is my question to you in the comments. Is Victor Wembanyama truly unstoppable? And can the Spurs make a deep playoff run this year? Let me know. I read every single comment. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell. We are building something special here. I will see you in the next one.